Hi, good morning. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to host your web page, your HTML content, your HTML web page to your GitHub account. If you want to host your HTML web page to your GitHub account, the only thing you have to get is your GitHub account. The very first thing you have to do is go to your GitHub account. If you don't have any GitHub account, then go to GitHub and register a new account. Although I already have an account on GitHub, so it will sign me in automatically. But in case of you guys that doesn't have any account, you can just create a new account, or you just have to create a student account. After you create an account, then you sign into your account. So hopefully I've signed into my own GitHub account, and this is my account. These are normal repositories, but I really want to host my HTML content on my web page. If you want to host your HTML content on your web page, the very first thing that you have to do is to upload your HTML content on your Git. And anything that is uploaded to Git, we call it repositories. So in order to do that, we have to create a new repositories. Come down here, click on new repositories. But note this thing: if you want to create your first repositories that you are going to host, then it has its own rules, so that GitHub is going to know that this is a user website. If you want to create your first site that you are going to host, it must start with your username. In this case, my username is Lacklocks. If I change it to this, my username is going to be Lacklocks35. So I'm going to go for this one. It must follow this format: your username dot github dot input and output. Are you with me? So I'm going to replace this username by my own username, which is what? Lacklocks. This is my first GitHub account. Let's give it a small description. Now, fine. I think we are good. Then it is necessary to add a README to our project. Then we create our repositories. Now we are done. We have created the repositories, but we had no file. Let's quickly go back to our folder where we create our HTML content. If you notice, in my HTML content, we have two different folders. This is AZ Developer, and I do really have index.html, style.html, and some pictures. Anytime you want to host something on your GitHub account, your first page must be index. Even if you mistakenly name it as homepage.html or anything.html, you have to rename it to index.html, so that GitHub is going to know that this is the first page, this is the main page, this is an index page, this is where your page, your website starts from. So I'm going to add all the file that is inside our AZ Developer in this code. If you don't rename your file to AZ, if you don't rename your file to AZ, then GitHub is not going to identify it. It's not going to run it. So let me click on add file. Then we are going to upload file. So you can just click on choose file and go to navigate to where your code is. Then I'll go to AZ Developer and I will highlight them all in this case. If I highlight them all, then I will open everything. you see that it is uploading the project for me. Let me briefly show you, okay, these are the projects. Before I commit these changes, let me quickly show you how AZ Developer looks like. If you see the page running on my local PC, you will see that this is how its content is displaying. So let's go back to our page, and this is our second GitHub page. So let's go back to our code and commit this change. Now, our code has been committed to our GitHub account. It's going to take a few seconds till or GitHub help us to host it, deploy it on our project. If you notice something, you will see that there is something down here that is saying environment GitHub page, and it is already what? It is active. If you click on it, you will see that deploying now is in pending mode, which means that right now it is deploying our project, but it is not yet set up. So now, after you feel when we'll check the page, you see that our code is up and running. Our code is already up and running, and we have no problem. That's just it. We have successfully hosted our web page on our GitHub account, which seems very simple. But on the other hand, what if we want to host our second page? What if we want to host another page? We were told that anytime we want to host our web page, it has to start with lacklux, our username, followed by github.io. But what if I want to host another website? It's not really going to work out because I already have this. Let's quickly try and host the second page, the second content. So you see that it is now what? It is now active. So we are able to access our web page. Let's go back to our lacklux, and we really want to host this price star also. So in this case, let's come back here and create a new repositories. So let's try and let's follow the format that we were taught, right? We are taught to always put it as our username. So let me change it to my username. Oh no. What did it say? It says that the repository lacklux is already exists on this account, which simply means that I can't create two repositories with this username. Then I really have to do something about this. What are we going to do? You don't have to stress yourself. You can just name this thing as Sprite Star. Oh, sorry. The name I've been taken already. Okay, let me just say Sprite. Okay, good. We have this. Now, let's create a description for it. Oh, now add a readme and create a repositories. Oh, good. Good. If you notice, there's nothing like active or nothing. There's nothing here. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to add our file. All the files, we are going to add them inside this file. So click on add file, then upload files. Once you click on add file, it will navigate you to where you are going to add all your files. Then let's follow the first step. But in this case, we are not trying to upload AZ developer content, but Sprite Star content. That is what I name as second GitHub. Open the second GitHub and highlight everything and upload it. Wow, this thing is cool. This is really cool. Alright, done. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to commit our change. And okay, should we have a description? No, doesn't matter. Let's just commit the changes and let it go. Now we have had our folder. We have had our files inside our spread. But if you notice something, back then when we upload lacklogs, when we upload content to these lacklogs, let's come down here. Okay, when we upload file to these lacklogs, you will see that automatically it gives us an environment. But in case of this, there is no environment. In case of Sprite, there is no environment, which simply means we really have to add this to our GitHub page also. But we are not following the format. So how are we going to do it? Let me quickly show you how you are going to do it. Anytime you want to do this, you want to add another folder to your GitHub, navigate to settings, come down to settings and click on settings. If you click on settings, you will be able to see everything in the sidebar. You will see something like general, collaborators, moderation, operations. Then navigate to where your pages is. Click on it. This is the pages. Click on the pages, and if you read through it, you will see that GitHub page is designed to host your personal organizational project page for GitHub repositories. Yeah, sure. We really want to host this on our GitHub page, and that is correct. But if you notice, this thing is put to none. That is the reason why our page is on our local GitHub account, but it was not hosted. So now, if you click on this none, you can change it branch to main branch. Then it is inside the root folder. Then you can save it. Once you save this, believe me or you, it is going to help you to host your website to that same address, but plus the name of your file. If you notice, it has given a new address to visit in order to see my project. So now we can go to this link to view our project if it has been hosted. And if you want to change the themes of how your project will look like, you can surely change the themes. We have different themes. These are themes. You can change those themes. Okay, so let's quickly go back. It is loading. You can choose any themes. You can choose this. You can choose this. You can choose this. There are a lot of themes that you can use. You can use minimal, and you can use libday. So they are all different. They all have their own different mode. So probably let me go for this or this. Which one? Okay, let's go for libday. Let's go for libday. Okay, good. Then we can just should we commit our changes? So blah 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 blah. That's not what we are here to do. So if we want to see our project now, let's click on this. And if you notice, we already have what our environment page, and it is up and running. If I click on it, and that's just it. With this little thing, I'm able to see my second page, and I'm able to see my, okay, where is the first page? Okay, let's go back to lacklogs and view the first page. If I go to this location, I will be able to view this is my first page. It is located at lacklogs.github.io, while my second page is located at lacklogs.github.io/spry. I hope you really understand this. Thanks for watching. Thank you.